Vero, Joseph, thank you so much for bringing us updates from the Western region. From the Western region, let's go up north to the Upper West region, where we are told that voting ended at about 4 p.m. after 407 delegates actually cast their votes. Now, the atmosphere generally was calm in the Upper West region, as was the case in the Western region, as our correspondent told us earlier. And then the delegates interacted freely in the auditorium of the WA Technical Institute. So there are elections ongoing in various parts of the country. So on your screen now are visuals from the Upper West region. Paraphernalia being sold at the entrance to the voting center, and basically that was what happened there. We also told that the incumbent communications officer lost to a former communications officer who had staged a comeback, and that's quite some interesting twist there in the Upper West region. Very peaceful. That's the voting hall while voting was ongoing. Very calm, and unlike other areas where we recorded some kind of issues then. But let's get on the phone lines now. Let's speak to correspondent Robert Dingme. He has joined us to tell us more on this particular one. So, Robert, we understand that the communications officer position was won by a former communications officer who staged a comeback. Tell us more on who won what in the Upper West region.
Please come again. Sorry, I couldn't hear you well.
Well, Robert, that's fine. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Great. So tell me, who won what with regards to the elections in the Upper West region?
Yes, the incumbent chairman as well as the secretary, they are the people that won their seats without any difficulties, especially considering the margin. And also we had the deputy women's organizer who contested the women's organizer position because the incumbent organizer is no longer contesting, and she has also pulled through. When we go to the youth organizer position, we have Tatiana Sankara, who is a former DCE, taking the slot also from an incumbent deputy youth organizer, Tatis Poluku. He belongs to the Tatiana Sankara. When you look at the position of the regional communication officer, a former communication officer, Mr. Kantajari, came back and stayed through this time around. He beat the incumbent, Prosper Poirot, to take the north away from him. He won by 203 votes as against 179 votes. When you look at the organizer position, which was keenly contested by the incumbent organizer, who also is a former MC, One Municipal Assembly, he also lost to one-time former organizer, deputy organizer of the party, One Thomas. He was also fought the incumbent in this current one. He pulled a huge chunk of the votes as well. The Chairman Bonas, who was contested by Randy, a new entrant, also beat him hands down with 227 votes after against 243 votes. That is the chairmanship position. It was relatively calm at the hall. The police presence was good enough, and they actually didn't allow most of the party people into the school premise. If you didn't have accreditation as an observer, then you cannot have access into the school premise. So relatively it was calm. There were no disturbances. Everything went on smoothly, and voting ended around 4, which I think was quite okay. But so then we had to wait because those who won were jubilating in town. They had to call them back into the place to swear them in.
Thank you very much, Robert Dingme, for bringing us updates from the Upper West region, where we are told that the incumbent chairman retained his seat. But let's go to the Ashanti region. There was no election today.